Y'all, welcome in Sacred Mirror Time. If you're new here, hi, my name's Jody Teresa. If you're returning, hi, welcome back. So how my messages work, I am guided to share about my human experience, and I'm told that I'm a sacred mirror of my collective. You're a sacred mirror of me. You clicked on this video because the quantum brought us together, and there is a message here for you. And then Mary Magdalene and the Ascended Masters channel through for a message as well. Okay, so y'all, what I'm hearing is keep going, keep going. I have been in a place recently where I'm taking the action, and I'm a little bit at this plateau spot where before I was having like steady, consistent growth, which is great. And I was kind of like, okay, hey, Mary Magdalene and the Ascended Masters, like what's going on? My team, my highest self, what's going on? And when I get into meditation, what I keep hearing is to just keep going. And I heard to share that in this message today. What I also was hearing is it's also a time for a little bit of this rest and relaxation. Not to say like you avoid what you have to do for business or your work or your family duties, your house duties, etc. But, just a little bit of a recalibration to more self-care and rest and rejuvenation, and just keep going, keep doing the things that you're doing, that you feel called to do, that you feel guided to do. For me, I'm like, I keep making videos. I missed one yesterday because I went camping, and it was so much fun and so rejuvenating. I love being out in nature for that. Like a nature bath, Mother Earth bath. But I just keep hearing like, oh, allow for those moments of rest and also keep taking the action. So for me, it's making these videos, it's making the events, it's working through my Heaven on Earth collective, which if you feel called to join, the link will be in the description. And everything's working out for us. Everything's working out for you. But in this moment where I'm feeling a plateau and I feel uncomfortable, what I'm hearing is, the quantum field has to align to reflect these shifts and these changes and the action that we're taking. And it's not always overnight. We live in this physical, dense reality where you think about the germination of a seed and its growth, and if it's a seed that's turning into a tree, what is the timeline for that success for that tree? And for myself, sometimes I think, I'm gonna have this level of success, and that's my goal. And it's wonderful to have goals, right? And purpose, and I want to empower and uplift people and make a positive impact on this world, and that's great, but it doesn't happen overnight. And I'm doing great. I'm moving the needle. Things are aligning for me, and the human mind wants to control the timeline, was what I was hearing to share. And I don't get to control the timeline. That's part of this path that I'm taking, where I'm co-creating with the universe, God, Source, Spirit, the quantum field, and my divine team. And that's what you're doing too. And the more that we surrender and follow the internal guidance system, it is scary because we are not controlling every part of it. We don't know exactly when everything's going to line up, but then that's where we open ourselves up to bigger surprises and alignments that we are not in control with, because it's the quantum field reflecting what you feel guided to do, which a lot of times turns out better than we could have imagined when we surrender and allow to co-create with the quantum field, God, Source, Spirit. Because when we try to control things, that it doesn't always work out well, right? Like if you could try to control a relationship, you think a relationship is two people sharing their energy, reciprocal energy, moving back and forth. And you think about the quantum field, God, Source, Spirit, this reality, you are an aspect of the divine, your unique aspect, fractal, God, self, source, self. And then your relationship with the quantum field, God, Source, Spirit, externalized, is a relationship. And so you are taking action, and then the quantum field is taking action to reflect that back to you. And sometimes there's a lot in the field that needs to align to come into resonance. And that's where we release, let go, and let God, right? So that is my share, little quick doodad. And then now we're going to bring in Mary Magdalene and the Ascended Masters to see what they have to say. A little bit of housekeeping. I'm going to be offering my one-on-one readings at 40% off for this week for a Black Friday sale. I'm going to do it, I don't know. I guess we'll do it definitely through the weekend. So anyways, if you see this, it will be 40% off for one-on-one readings. Mary Magdalene and the Ascended Masters have also been, I said readings, quantum healing sessions, but Mary Magdalene and the Ascended Masters have also been channeling through. If you feel called to talk to them, that is part of sessions now. If you'd like, you just let me know. And the quantum healing sessions are really powerful also at shifting energy. So we can do what you want there if you feel called to do it. Also, I have my Heaven on Earth Collective, which includes all the quantum healings, group sessions, and then there's one a week for the collective. And then we have every other week where people that are not in the collective can join in also. And then there's guided channeled meditations from Mary Magdalene and the Ascended Masters to help you align to your heaven on earth, get out of the way of our human ego mind and just more in this now moment to magnetize the reality of your dreams and desires by just being more of you in every now moment. So yeah, okay. Clearing, removing any and all distorted light frequencies from the quantum field on all spaces, all timelines, and all levels. Any outside energies, entities, thank you. Calling in Mary Magdalene and the Ascended Masters to channel through me fully and completely. I fully step aside and allow you to channel through me. Thank you for delivering your message to this beautiful collective. Hello. Yes, so we are. Jody sat down to do a message earlier, to record, and she was in this place of like, I have to make a video because she didn't make one yesterday, and she's made this commitment to herself to post a video daily. And we want to remind her that it's okay if you don't like stick to your goals so regimentedly, strictly. You're still doing great, Jody. But because she was in this place of, I have to do this, it was not in divine flow. And she went to a Friendsgiving party, and then on the way home, the message came through that we wanted her to speak about today because it has been on her mind, and she's been a little bit in this place of judgment of that space where she was at, which is the expectations of the timeline that she sees for her business growth, living her purpose. And you know, we want to acknowledge she is financially in a space where everything is just right. And she's really desiring this place of a little bit more. So there's a little bit more comfort and flow in life where things are just more free. And so we were whenever she checks in meditation, we tell her to just keep going. And we told her to share that message with you all because it is such an important message. You are all taking the action and the steps. And when you get into the mindset of trying to control is where you actually block and create resistance to the quantum reflecting back in an easy, effortless flow. So to just be in a state of gratitude and joy for yourself, for following the guidance, the internal guidance system that is your highest divine God source self fractal that is unique to you, listening to that channeling through in every now moment and taking the aligned action, you are doing everything right. But when you start to judge it and think that something's wrong is when you block yourself. And we know this is challenging because in this matrix reality, at this now moment in time, all of humanity is told that you need to have a business plan, you need to have your metrics set and understood, you need to have a marketing plan, and this many people are going to convert if you email this many people. That's just, we are asking you to be in a new paradigm, a new earth paradigm, and you are here to set that example and lead by example by embodying this new way of being, which is knowing that when you trust your internal guidance system so fully and completely, trusting that it is your God source self that is unique to you, channeling through you in every now moment, you will always be led to your success. Everything is always working out for you when you trust yourself so fully and completely. And the quantum field will reflect that back to you. Now, when you're in a place of control is where further distortions pop up, because that energetic frequency can be felt by the quantum field. And if you think about it, no energy in this quantum reality wants to be controlled. Every expression of God source consciousness in this reality wishes to have autonomy. Dogs, if you have a dog and it is trained, we're not talking about that. We're talking about a dog that is so controlled that there is fear within the dog, right? A proper training relationship will still give the dog autonomy, but it's like when you raise a toddler, you are creating boundaries. So we wanted to give that differentiation because you will still have the guidance that feels right, the action that feels right to you. And nobody else can tell you what that is but yourself. So it takes really getting grounded in every now moment. Meditation is so powerful to connect with your highest self, your highest divine guidance team to guide you. Because what feels like expansion and excitement is your answer for you to continue to follow along that path. If you are thinking about something and it causes you to feel contraction, anxiety, lack, fear in a deep way of like, oh my God, I don't want to do that, then that's your answer. You don't want to do that because it's not in alignment. When you're in alignment with what expands you and excites you, some fear may come up, but that fear is fear from the ego, because that the ego wants to keep you safe. The subconscious mind wants to keep you safe. And when you move on a new trajectory, doing new things, you're going outside of your comfort zone, so that fear is activated. But this is where we ask that you face the fear and do it anyways. Realize that bravery is facing the fear and moving through it anyways. So there are two different sides of the coin to this fear that we want to acknowledge. Fear, when you are in distortion, the fear really is like, how do we say this? It's still that fear of failure when you're in distortion. So if you're going to have fear around failure, no matter what you do, you might as well have the fear and rise above it to align to your dreams and your goals. And we want to acknowledge that, yes, the quantum field is we in this spirit realm, the astral realm, that are on, you do have guides that speak to you, that are here, that want to help you. But we want to acknowledge that you have to ask for our help. We will never interfere. This is a free will quantum reality. So we are here to support you, to help you, but you have to ask. Ask and it is given. So when you do ask, like Jody's been asking for guidance and help and she's taking the steps, but she's not quite seeing the full reflection of what she is desiring. And because of that, she's starting to lose a little bit of hope, feeling confused, what's going on, a little bit of doubt, and needing to control the outcome. And we want to just use Jody as an example because she is a quantum mirror of all of you here, and to just keep going because the quantum field is working to align many different pieces, energies into your energy to reflect. It can be so we're gonna give you an example of how this works. It can be one of you feeling, ooh, I'm gonna buy a ticket to Jody's quantum energy healing group session. And that is because your highest divine guidance team, your highest divine self it's like plucking a string of your intuition that flows into you and says, that is igniting your inner knowing, because you have a soul contract to work with Jody. So you then follow that and purchase. You have many soul contracts here. So when you have those intuitions of, I feel this connection to this person and I don't really know why, that is because there is a deeper connection there and it's meant for you to follow and explore. You won't know what it is until you try it. And that's what part of this human reality is too, is quantum experience, is there's lots of things for you to experience. And the information that you receive is how you feel about it. If you feel excited and expanded, then great, listen to that. If you do follow one of these connections and then realize that you feel contraction and like things are misaligned, that is also something that you signed up to experience in this reality, where it's this recalibration of, oh, this relationship isn't quite in alignment with me. And there was probably some kind of karmic lesson that you were learning with this person. And now that is complete. And you may move along because you now know how to assert your boundaries in a powerful and healthy way. So everything is working out for you. You cannot control the timeline. We know that is part of this matrix where people are told that they can, and it doesn't. You are this is a new paradigm. Trusting and surrendering to God's source spirit and co-creating with the quantum God source spirit is not for the faint of heart. You are being asked to trust so deeply, and it's trusting in yourself so deeply that you also trust in the quantum field so deeply that it will reflect, and it will. And it will be beautiful, and it will be better than you could have ever imagined. Jody is living testimony of this because everything always works out for her. She does believe that, and it is continuing to happen and unfold that way. She has very big dreams and goals. So they're not going to happen overnight. She's already doing great. She just has a little bit of she's a little bit hard on herself. And so we know that you're here too, because you can be hard on yourself. And we just want to say you're doing so great. Celebrate the wins. Celebrate the little wins. Every day you have these little wins that are changing the trajectory overall in such a big way. So we see you, we honor you, we love you. We are so proud of you. We're going to leave this message here. Yes, we love you, we love you, we love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And until next time, dear ones. Okay, y'all. Yeah, so that information will be in the bio. I will have a 40% off code for Black Friday. If you feel called to join the Heaven on Earth Collective, that information will be there as well. Everything is working out for us. Make that your belief system. It's a powerful one, because literally, now that I've really put that in my subconscious mind, everything always works out for me. Like, it does. Even in moments where I'm like, whoa, this is interesting. It's always working out for me. And it's always working out for you. Okay, talk to you soon, y'all. Love you, bye.